What's shaking you Tubanites? Oh man, I've always wanted to say that at the beginning of the show. Welcome to the top 10 list brought to you by the fine folks at Cover Price. My name is Chris Allen, aka Dr. Yo-Yo, and I am a bigger geek than you. I'm excited to host this show tonight for the very first time, top 10. Joining me is Gabe and Ray Jr. Gabe, say what's good to the people.
Yo. What's up, everybody? Awesome to have Chris on board running the show. Chris is going to get a jam-packed first-hand experience on what it's like to run the boards on this kind of stuff. So this is going to be a good time. This is going to be fun. It's an odd list. Get ready for some San Diego Comic-Con talk, guys, because it's packed with some Comic-Con exclusives this week.
Yeah, some good stuff on the list. Ray, tell me, do you even lift, bro?
5 days a week, man. 5 days a week.
What's your split like, Ray?
Mondays is legs and arms.
Okay.
Tuesdays is chest and back. Wednesdays is hit. Thursdays is shoulders. And then I come back on Fridays with legs and arms again.
All right.
But
that's odd. I haven't really heard that before.
And then after the end of the day, then I do the Stairmaster for 20 minutes. And then I come home and walk 2 miles for my cardio. Because I'm not a big runner no more, so that's my cardio right there to help.
I do that at-home cardio myself, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh man, but I'm glad to be on here. On Tuesdays, I keep the phone to the hip because I'm waiting for that text from Marty saying, "Hey, can you be on?" And then when I got that message from Chris, I was like, "Heck yeah, I'll be on there." And then I saw the top 10 list. I said, at least I'm good on at least a couple of those on there. So, just happy to be here.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. And I think to kick things off today, let's go a little old school with Schoolhouse Rock.
As your body grows bigger,
your mind must flower.
It's great to learn,
'cause knowledge is power.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Hooking up words and phrases and clauses.
Conjunction, junction, how's that function?
I got 3 favorite cards that get most of my
Their function. Conjunction, junction, what's their function?
I got and, but, and, or. They'll get you pretty far. And that's an additive like this and that. But that's sort of the opposite. Not this, but that. This and 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 that.
Ooh, I don't think I've seen that one all the way through before. That's awesome. Good stuff there. All right. Well, hey, let's get things started. This list comes to us from our friends at Cover Price, focusing on the books with the most sales on the secondary market. This list is made from data captured in real time. Feel free to play along with us in the chat and tell us which ones that you have. And let's see here. Then I add this to the stage and boom. All right.
See your first transition, Chris.
Yeah, first seamless transition. This doesn't look like it's in the right order. Making things work. All right. You know what? I'm going to need you guys to riff for just a minute while I re-upload these slides.
All right.
That's cool.
So Ray, what are you reading right now? You reading anything good?
Just mainly Thundercats, Herculoids, Space Ghosts, and then
Man, you go for the old 70s TV show.
Yeah, Immoral Thor. Like I was telling Chris, I like those right there, and I'm waiting on Thunder to come out. But a lot of all this new stuff, I'm like, I'm gonna try to go back and start collecting runs on older stuff. Like I already did Thor, so next is probably going to be I'm gonna start working on Action Comics, Avengers, and Fantastic Four, maybe even the Hulk Volume 1. Just just the hunt. Just
You gotta fill in those holes, man. You gotta fill in that run, dude. That's
I got my new set of comic book drawers coming Saturday, so that's going to help out a lot too. So I can start chucking these boxes.
Comic book drawers. Comic book drawers. Are those like underoos? Because I got those.
No, I'm talking about that you put your comics in and it's more.
Oh, okay. All right. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right, Ray, take us away.
Okay, what we have here is X-Men Age of Revelation 0 by Humberto Ramos, Shadow Drop. In the middle of all the San Diego Comic-Con hype, a previously released book is still holding a top spot on our list. This book was released about 2 weeks ago and is still a very popular variant. The book was a secret one per store drop that neither customers nor retailers knew about. It pays homage to Uncanny X-Men 251 by Mark Silvestri. The image is so iconic that it was even referenced in a scene in Deadpool and Wolverine. Since the film was released, the book has seen a uptick in sales, and the homage is following the same trend. We track 57 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 11%, with a high sale of $160 for a CGC 9.8 copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $51. Whoa, that's a nice cover right there.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive for a book that just came out. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm lucky enough to actually have this one right here in front of me.
Oh, look at you flexing, son.
Gabe, tell me what you think about this.
It's been on the show a few times. Don't know which more you can really say about it. These one per stores are always interesting. They're always interesting to see them pop up because there's nothing cooler than opening up your boxes of comics for the week and you're like, "What's this book? What is this? I don't remember ordering this. What is this?" And you have to kind of like scramble and look it up to see what the price or what's going on with it. So that's always kind of cool to see that happen. Or if you walk into your store and you're like, "Whoa, what's this book?" So there's always fun drops. Always a good case of FOMO with these ones.
Yeah, 57 copies sold over the course of the week is a pretty good track record that a lot of people are interested in this book. And I find it interesting that there's already 9.8s floating out there, especially since this just came out. I have read this. The story is not great, but the cover is really good. So, Ray, you got anything else on this one?
Well, since you said it's not great, I'm glad I didn't waste my money on it. So, I mean, I like the cover. Like you said, it's off of the X-Men 251 and also the Witchblade that I got. She has a variant cover like that as well. So I just like the cover the way they have it. Other than that, it is what it is.
All right. So we got number 11. Our runner-up is X-Men Age of Revelation, number 0, the Humberto Ramos Shadow Drop by Marvel in July 2025. Gabe, what do we got for our first top 10 comic on this list tonight?
All right, getting into the main list is Star Wars number 1. This is the EM Gist 2025 San Diego Comic-Con and Trinity Comics Rebel Symbol Virgin that was limited to 500 copies. So EM Gist and Trinity Comics delivered a heck of a variant last year with Star Wars number 48. They delivered a sequel with this one. Limited to 500 copies and only available at the Trinity Comics booth, fans wanted this book in a major way. It features Luke, the rebel symbol, with a stunning emerald green background. This right here is the rebellion so many grew up dreaming of and loving. It was easy to see why collectors made a beeline to secure a copy, and easier to see why some made their way online to order a copy. We tracked 12 copies sold, 7-day growth of 100%, high sell, $200 for near mint, and current near mint raw dog is $107. So it's already dropped a lot, it seems like, from 200 to 100.
Yeah, $107 for a near mint raw is still pretty crazy, though, for a comic that was just available at a con.
Virgin at that.
Yeah. San Diego Comic-Con certainly was an event this year. And it's one of those conventions that I always wish I could go to, but I'm on the other side of the country. One thing that I definitely caught my eye was the Tron vinyl from Nine Inch Nails. It's shaped like a triangle vinyl record, which is pretty awesome. But what did you guys see anything at the on the streams or on Instagram of stuff you would like to get your hands on at San Diego Comic-Con?
No, just like you said, I just like to go to one, and I know it's like a year, almost like a year out that you gotta get on that list, to be able to go. So hopefully in the next couple of years, I'll be able to go. So that way I can see all these variants that they got and maybe grab one. But this cover, I like it. I'm not a big Star Wars comic book collector, but this would have been something I probably would have got just for the fact that it's pretty dope. I like it.
Yeah.
I wonder what Star Wars #1 this is. Is it a new series? Is it the original series? Is it the second Marvel series? I don't know. I'm curious about that.
It's probably the one that's going on. That kind of seems to be the trend that that they're doing. They're like re-releasing #1s in the current series as a variant.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Let's see here. I'm sure that fine folks at Cover Price will tell us if I load up their page. Yeah, it's
the fine folks in the chat probably would know.
Yeah,
they're very knowledgeable. I know they would know that.
So this is the 2025 run that started with #1. It's currently on #3. So
okay, so it's the new series. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, but it's Star Wars though. You know what they say about Star Wars.
This sounds very nerdy. Is this a nerd thing?
It's definitely a nerd.
I don't do nerd
No,
things.
it's not nerdy. It's not.
All right, so from on our top 10 list, #10, we had Star Wars #1, the EM Gist 2025, San Diego Comic-Con, Trinity Comics, Rebel Symbol Virgin variant, limited to 500 by Marvel Comics, just came out last week at San Diego Comic-Con. Let's see here. So, Ray, what do we got next?
What we have here is the Energon Universe 2025 ashcan #1 by Ludo Lullaby for the 2025 San Diego Comic-Con Energon panel by Image that came out July 2025. The new Transformers run has been a delight for collectors. They love it. And the direction and the work that both David Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer have put into this title, but it's time for a new set of hands to pick up the mantle, and that's none other than Robert Kirkman and Dan Mora. As a peek behind the curtain, the Energon panel distributed this book with info about what is to come for the Transformers and other titles within the developing Energon universe. We tracked 8 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 100% with a high sale of $140. Good Lord. For a near mint copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $116. So another San Diego Comic-Con book. Hey, I guess you can't go wrong. I guess you're going to get some money's worth. You're probably going to spend some money to make some money on these books.
Yeah, I wonder how much these were originally selling for at the tables. Probably like
at least
25 to 30, right?
Sounds about right, I would think.
That sounds about right. Pretty sure no more than $50, but I'll say about that.
This is cool because I'm really interested in when Robert Kirkman takes over Transformers for issue 25. So this kind of gives you a little bit of a sneak peek. So that's kind of cool. I'm really pumped to see what he's going to do with Transformers. That's really going to really boost that book. It was one of the few books to have on my pull list, so I can't wait for something cool to happen like this.
Yeah, I understand that the Energon Universe storyline is pretty good. Lando's been raving about it for quite a while. Whenever he's on the show and these books come up, I have not had a chance to read it yet. But I mean, I'm a sucker for things that were big when I was a kid, coming back out and getting new coverage.
Hell yeah, dude! Nothing like those old '80s commercials. I mean, cartoons we used to watch.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we had these when we were 12?
Even better. We got them when we're 40.
That's perfect, Chris. Good job.
All right. So we had number 9. We had the Energon Universe 2025 Ashcan number 1, the Ludo Lullaby 2025 San Diego Comic-Con Energon panel exclusive from Image Comics at the San Diego Comic-Con last week. All right. Gabe, tell me what we got for number 8.
All right, number 8 this week is Marvel Rivals number 1, Peach Momoko. Guess what? It's a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Also, guess what? From Trinity Comics. This one is the Virgin sketch that was limited to 700 copies. So, of course, we couldn't make it out of San Diego without a Peach Momoko variant hitting the list. She's one of the biggest draws at any convention and has a massive and dedicated fan base. They were in a hurry to secure this book, a Marvel Rivals number 1 tie-in reprint, limited to 700 copies. It was a secret drop and a virgin version of her C2E2 exclusive. Those who missed out the first time headed towards Trinity's booth, hoping to secure a copy and get the voice actress for Psylocke to sign it while they were there. We tracked 9 copies sold, 7-day growth trend of 100%, high sell, $150 for a near mint copy, and current near mint is $135.
Oh, Peach Momoko. You know what that means.
This is on our top 10 here. It's Peach Momoko.
Peach Momoko!
Take a look.
I love Peach Momoko. I love Peach
Momoko. Dude, it's my book. Dude, stop! It's my book! Dude, stop!
I'm impressed that this is honestly a secret drop, because if you're going to go to do a variant at San Diego, you want everybody to know before you get there. So,
you know, I think this is the first time I've seen Peach Momoko's work as a sketch, where it's just these clean lines and not that like real painted style that she has, that kind of like watercolor painted style that she has. And I'm digging it. I really love these clean lines. I think this is sharp.
Yeah, it's always cool. I love seeing the like you said. I like seeing the underwork, the under pencils and stuff like that. So that's cool. It's weird that this is a reprint too. It's like a reprint of another variant. It's a variant of a variant of an exclusive of an exclusive.
I know how much you love variants, Gabe.
That's how the game works.
Ray, what do you think about this?
I'll pass.
Oh, pass. Is it the character, the series, the artist? What's got you passing?
I mean, I'm not a big Peach fan anyway, so her stuff don't move me. I mean, this is, you know, it just doesn't do nothing for me. I mean, my 14-year-old could draw that, so I'm not impressed.
All right. Ray hates good art. Good to know. Okay.
Everybody's gonna call you a hater when you don't like something. Trust me, Ray. I'm in the same boat as you.
It's all right. Don't worry.
Here comes the chat. Oh, Ray hates artwork.
It's
Ray
all right. I guarantee you he could kick all of our asses, okay?
Oh my goodness. I like that one.
Right. So number 8, we had Marvel Rivals number 1, the Peach Momoko 2025 San Diego Comic-Con Trinity Comics Virgin sketch, limited to 700 by Marvel last week at San Diego Comic-Con. We got a few more San Diego Comic-Con covers coming up here. Ray, why don't you give us number 7?
Okay, I like that artwork right there. All right. Ultimate Spider-Man number 19 by Marco Cicchetto. I guess that's how you say it. I don't want to jack that up. 2025, another San Diego Comic-Con Ultimate Universe panel color focus sketch that came out in July. Ultimate Spider-Man helped to usher in the return of the Ultimate Universe and has been hailed one of the best Spider-Man storylines in years, and it's ending at issue number 24. Fans were bummed, but turned up big time to the Marvel panel on Saturday at the San Diego Comic-Con. This book dropped as a room exclusive for those who attended, and some were quick to throw it online for those who missed out on the con. It was a way for collectors to get their hands on issue number 19 early, as the normal release doesn't hit the LCS until this week. We tracked 11 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 100%, with a high sell of $150 for a near mint copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $114. Ultimate Spider-Man number 19. I like that. I like that artwork right there.
Yeah, that's pretty clean. So they're ending the Ultimate Spider-Man series? Or are they ending the Ultimate Universe? Or what's the story with that? Gabe, do you have any idea?
No, I don't know. I don't know all the details, but they've been saying that it's going to end after. It was a 2-year plan. But I'm sure somebody in the chat will help us out here. But I thought I heard something about them continuing it further. I don't know, but I like the idea. If they really do end it at 24, because if it's supposed to be like an 18-month wait for the Maker when he comes out of his dome, and that was supposed to be like the big final ordeal, like that's what all of these series has been building up to, is the Maker returning, and they end it and it's over and it's done and it's finished and it's finite. I think that would be amazing. Like, that's great. I hate it when they start stretching things out and they start like just strip mining everything until it's not cool anymore. I like the idea that they have a 2-year plan, they fulfill it, they make it happen, and it's good to go. And that's what they should have done when Hickman was on X-Men. Either way. But I'll add to this, talking about the book, they forgot to mention that the not only is this like a cool variant that they dropped at a panel, which seemed to have been the trend at Comic-Con, was dropping exclusives at panels. This is also the first appearance of Ultimate Venom. So if you can make it to your comic book stores tomorrow, make sure you grab a copy of Spider-Man 19 if they have it.
Ultimate Venom is making his debut in Ultimate Spider-Man number 19. So this is going to be a key, hopefully one that matters. I really like the Ultimate Universe. I hope they don't do away with it. Honestly, it's the last Spider-Man where he's still married to Mary Jane. I don't know if I can take these marriage, non-marriages, Mephisto divorces anymore. I can't handle it. I need my Spider-Man married with kids. So that's what I need. I gotta relate. I gotta relate to him somehow. So yeah, I also have a pull for Ultimate Spider-Man. I don't need to fight the crowd to get my number 19, but I really wish I had this exclusive. It's pretty cool. All right, so number 7, we got Ultimate Spider-Man number 19, the Marco Cicchetto 2025 San Diego Comic-Con Ultimate Universe panel color focus sketch variant by Marvel Comics last week at San Diego Comic-Con. All right. Hey, Gabe, take us away for number 6.
Number 6. Invincible Universe Battle Beast number 1, San Diego, Invincible versus 2025 San Diego Comic-Con. The Kirkman panel signed. All right. So this is a variant that they gave out at the panel that Kirkman signed. Dope. Robert Kirkman is on an absolute tear, and luckily he gave some information on what is to come for some of his creations, one of which is the future of Invincible and the breakout into video games with Invincible Versus. as a nod, we received a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive variant cover for Battle Beast, showcasing how he will be featured in the game. It's another variant to add to the Battle Beast pile. That pile's getting massive. But fans have been eating them up since the book dropped. We tracked 20 copies sold, 7-day growth of 100%, high sell, $189 for a near mint copy, and current $105 for a near mint copy.
Wow. $189. That's crazy.
It's always interesting to see how these books sell, like when that first hit of FOMO happens at San Diego. These things always go up super hard, all these covers. And then they kind of drop off and level out and things like that. But most of the time, there are those outliers, but it just keeps going up some books. But this is cool. This is a cool cover.
Oh, that cover is smoking hot.
Yeah.
That was hot right there.
Ray, are you a fan of the Invincible universe?
Oh yeah, I watch the Invincible the series. I watch that. I just hate those cliffhangers. Now I gotta wait if they're going to do another season or not. So I like Battle Beast when he did his little fight and what he wanted to prove himself. But I like the Invincible universe. I like it.
Read the books, Ray. Read the books. Get ahead of the show. Get ahead of the show.
But
are you guys going to get the game?
That cover right there is bad. I like that.
It depends on the play style of the game. It really depends. That's really what it comes down to for me. If it's going to be like a turn-based strategy, I'll probably pass. If it's a first-person shooter over and over the shoulder, I'll have to see how it performs. But yeah, it really depends on the kind of game for me, Gabe.
It's probably going to be a mobile game, so I'm definitely not going to be interested.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll pass on that. Number 6, we have Invincible Universe Battle Beast #1, Invincible versus the 2025 San Diego Comic-Con Kirkman panel, signed exclusive by Image Comics last week at San Diego Comic-Con. Okay. Before we move on, let's just do a quick plug. If you guys are not subscribed, then you should hit that subscribe button as if you were performing a Hadouken in a fighting game. So boom, there you go. A couple people saying fighting game. There you go. That's my reference. And while you're there, hit that bell icon so you know when Cover Price goes live, so you can watch the Monday show, the Tuesday show, the Thursday show, the Friday show, and the weekend show that sometimes happens from Matt and John. You will be notified if you hit that bell icon. All right, so let's get out of the San Diego Comic-Con lane. Gabe, why don't you take us to some books that didn't come out last week?
I would, but I don't want to step all over Ray.
Yeah, I think this is me.
Ray, my bad. Ray, take us
all right,
out.
finally, a book that I do have. Fantastic Four number 554 came out April 2008. As we could say, major spoilers for Fantastic Four ahead.
Yeah, major spoilers. If you have not seen the Fantastic Four movie and you do not want it to be spoiled, go ahead and click the mute button on your video feed until you see the next slide come up.
1, 2, 3. Okay, this should did it. Okay, those who read the comics know that Reed and Sue have two children, Franklin and Valeria. Well, we got a whole lot of Franklin and no Valeria for a couple of reasons. There's an age gap, of course, but a small one. And those who stuck around for the mid-credit scene and 4-year time jump figured we might see another baby bump on Sue. Nope, but the community sure has it in its mind. This book is mostly hot due to it being on social media, meme calling card, but it also features the aged up version of Valeria. Whether that comes into play in the future is up in the air, but that hasn't stopped collectors from securing a copy. We tracked 20 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 178%. Good Lord. With a high sell of $53 for a near mint copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $3. $3 for a raw copy. Near mint.
So you had a near mint high sell for $53 when normally you can pick this up for about $3. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think I got it when it came out cover price. So.
Oh yeah, I absolutely have this on my pull list. I've had Fantastic Four on my pull list since the 90s. But I find it weird, and you read it, Ray, that even though there was no baby bump on Sue at the end of the movie, the community wants it to happen. They want to believe it, even though it's not there. So they're still going to go out and buy this version of the comic, which is weird because this is the older version of Valeria.
You want to know why?
Not much older. Like she's not in this era, not much more than like 10, I think. Surprised they don't go for like issue like 50, where you first see her in Sue's womb, where she does like the invisible thing on her stomach. You can see her like in utero, or even I think it's 54 when Dr. Doom delivers her. So this is just a strange book to go after. One, fans are crazy to make it go, oh, I want it to happen. I want it to happen, so I'm gonna go get the book anyways. I want her to have another baby. Well, and then to pick this one of all things, I don't know.
Well, probably why, because I think in real life, what's her name? She's actually pregnant.
Yeah, she is.
She went back to go do the shoots for Doomsday, and she's pregnant.
Well, she's really dedicated to the role. She's going to get knocked up.
But she's actually pregnant, so I don't know if that's what's driving everybody to say, okay, she's actually really pregnant. Maybe that'll be like
that's very method acting for her.
Yeah, maybe that'll be like Valeria is going to be that baby right there, her actual child or whatever. In real life, I don't know. Maybe that's why everybody's going nuts over the book. So.
In her defense, you cannot shoot a movie with Pedro Pascal and not end up pregnant. That whole cast is pregnant now.
That's a creepy dude right now. That's some creepy stuff going on.
Hey, he got that Ron Jeremy porn stash going on. So hey.
Oh man, that guy is handsy.
All right, we got for number 5, we had Fantastic Four number 554.
Let's just hope that we don't have to. This is a deep cut. Let's just hope that what happens in Fantastic Four 267 doesn't happen.
All right, Gabe.
If you know.
Drop the knowledge. What happens in 267? Let's remind the folks.
Sue has a miscarriage.
Oh,
ooh,
that would be very hard to do. But yes,
I mean, she's gonna be method.
Oh, that's a dark place we just went to. Okay, let's transition. And I asked for it too. My fault. Let's just move on. Number 4. Gabe, go ahead.
All right, let's see here. So number 4, Amazing Spider-Man number 1, San Diego Comic-Con Magic the Gathering Special Edition reprint. All right, Chris, this is for you, son. Magic the Gathering has been doing some insane crossovers, including Doctor Who, Lord of the Rings, and Final Fantasy. Next stop is Spider-Man. This book was a great way to get collectors on board. A stellar variant reprinting the Amazing Spider-Man number 1 Magic style, whatever that means. It was available to those who finished the tour at Doughworks, where they could grab a bagel and a freebie. We tracked 85 copies sold, 7-day growth trend of 100%, high sell $150 for a near mint copy, and current near mint raw of $57. So they had to finish a tour of Doughworks. Too bad they didn't finish a tour at like a bathhouse and got some deodorant and a comic book.
And plus,
a body wash and a shower. And pull up your pants. Those Magic tournaments are all butt cracks.
This is amazing. So for those of you who are not tracking Magic the Gathering is doing a Spider-Man set, and here on this cover, you see, of course, the original, the amazing cover for Amazing Spider-Man, but you also have some Magic the Gathering information on here. He's a 4/4 legendary creature, spider-human hero. He has vigilance, which means he doesn't tap when he attacks. He has reach, which means that he can block flying creatures. And he has a feature that says each legendary spell you cast that is one of the more full-length colors has web slinging, and web slinging is you have flying until that turn. So everything that's on the Magic card is here on this cover. I
want it so bad.
Very. Shut up and take my money.
All right. Yeah, I'm a Magic geek. I said I'm a bigger geek than you, and I really do mean that. I need to get my hands on these Spider-Man Magic cards, and so I can make myself a Uncle Ben Commander deck. And yeah, I'm going to go there. He's going to die multiple times.
Can't raise him back from your graveyard.
well, you can, but it'll be disappointing every time you do it. Number 4, we got Amazing Spider-Man. Well, actually, Ray, do you play Magic?
No, I don't. I mean, what's that movie that just is coming out with Morgan Freeman and I don't know, that they're like con artists or whatever. I think that's like the only Magic movie I've.
Oh, Now You See Me, Now You Don't?
Yeah, that one. I think I've seen the first one, and that's probably the only Magic. So, I mean, Magic is cool. You can make people, believe in all that stuff, but I have never really played no Magic game, and nothing against people who do, because them guys and girls, when I go into my LCS and they got their little game night and they're in there going all out, and I'm like, whoa, yeah. Hey, I'm not messing with them people on a dark, stormy night.
Butt cracks and smells like cat piss.
No judgment here on the Cover Price Top 10 show. You heard it here first. All right, so number 4, we had Amazing Spider-Man. Number 1, the San Diego Comic-Con Magic the Gathering Special Edition reprint by Marvel, just this last week at San Diego Comic-Con, and you had to go through a tour at a bread factory where you had a bagel and this free book. All right. Next up, we got Ray. Give us number 3.
Woo! Lord have mercy. Oh, hold on. Woo! That's a hot cover right there. Okay, Marvel Swimsuit Special, Friends, Foes, and Rivals, number 1 by J. Scott Campbell. Another San Diego Comic-Con book we got here. A wraparound. Whoa. Okay. Leave that alone. If J. Scott is working on a cover featuring the ladies of Marvel, collectors typically line up to secure a copy. Make it a swimsuit edition and San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Enough said. Collectors are willing to drop big bucks for a copy, and the lucky member attending San Diego Comic-Con got first dibs. They immediately started hitting the aftermarket, as it was a tough grab for those attending to secure. Only available at the Marvel Topps booth, this book went in a hurry. We tracked 168 copies sold. Good Lord. At a 7-day growth trend of 100%, with a high sale of $60 for a near mint copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $35. Hey,
I'd pay $35 for this. Hell yeah.
Like Fry said, take my money. I would have got
You can hardly see them nipples.
I really wish they would just do prints of this stuff instead of like making variants all the time. Like, just give me a print, like give me like 11 by 17 or whatever. I would totally pick this up for sure.
Yeah, it's Jay Scott. He does his work on these swimsuits is phenomenal, and I like them. So like I said, all these variants, man, make it hard for collectors to actually get a copy. Of that. And then if you try to get one, then you got to go on eBay because somebody's selling it for like $9,000 or something. Like, come on, man, share it with everybody.
Yeah, those dirty scalpers. I can say that as one of them myself. All right, so number 3, we had the Marvel Swimsuit Special, Friends, Foes, and Rivals, number 1 by J. Scott Campbell, the 2025 San Diego Comic-Con wraparound by Marvel Comics just last week at San Diego Comic-Con. All right. Gabe, why don't you take us on the crazy train for what's next?
All right. Well, we got a repeat here with patient number 9, number 1. This is a Todd McFarlane cover that was limited to 5,000 copies. Came out from Image in October of 2022. If it wasn't Ozzy Osbourne, Hallmark would have turned it into a movie. Sadly, the metal pioneer passed away after a long battle with Parkinson's and other complications. He played a farewell show that raised more money for charity than any concert ever before. That's stunning, as he has shed new light on his past work. His most recent, patient number 9, received a comic book counterpart and even some special edition records to pair with it. But this variant from Todd McFarlane has been the book fans are keyed in on, as two icons of the industry came together to deliver a book that fans and collectors can rally behind. Track 39 copies sold, 7-day growth of 125%. High sell 167 for a CGC 9.8. And current near mint raw is $42.
Yeah. This is we talked about this on the Thursday show because it made the shakers. And with Ozzy's death recently, it's no surprise that we saw this comic change as many hands as it did on the secondary market. Ray, you got anything on this one?
Nah, just, rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne. Prayers out to his family. Very iconic. Didn't listen to a lot of his music, but I grew up in that era where I know greatness when, even if you hear like one song or whatever, and the guy was just iconic. But the cover, hey, that's pretty dope. Todd McFarlane, some of his covers are iconic, and this one right here, I probably would have bought this one if it came out or whatever, if I'd known it was coming out. But hey, that's awesome cover right there.
Yeah, well said. Ozzy is one of my favorites. I got to see him live. I listened to all of his albums. I'm a huge Ozzy fan. I was sad when he passed away, especially the same week as another one of my childhood heroes, Hulk Hogan, the character. And I just love when pop culture crosses over into comics and vice versa. It's always a joy. So
let's not forget Theo Huxtable.
Absolutely. Yeah. So number 2, we had patient number 9, number 1, Todd McFarlane, limited to 5,000 copies by Image back in 2022. Ray, close out this list for us.
All right. So out of the top 10 plus 11 plus one extra, I got 2 out of this. So, and this is one of them. West Coast Avengers, Volume 2, number 35. Major spoilers for Fantastic Four ahead. So here we go, folks. Another major spoiler ahead. Well, those who saw Fantastic Four, first steps were treated to a heck of a mid-credit sequence. Throughout the film, Shackman repeatedly reminded the audience of the importance of Franklin Richards. Then the movie ends, and we catch a glimpse of Dr. Doom revealing his face to Franklin before the credits continue. What does it mean? Well, the answers can go in about 10 different directions, but we do know one thing. Robert Downey Jr. will be playing Dr. Doom. We haven't seen the reveal of his face yet, but we do have some clues that the community is leaning on. Take this book, for example. When Marvel announced that Robert Downey Jr. would be taking on the role at San Diego Comic-Con, he posted to the internet, as is human nature, and this book was featured. nothing like a spotlight to turn a former $5 to $10 book into a sought-after key. We track 78 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of, what is that? 1,000? Holy crap. 1,120% with a high sale of $120 for a CGC 9.6 copy. So that's telling me there's not a 9.8 out there yet. And a current raw near mint fair market value of $43. West Coast Avengers, Volume 2, number 35.
Do you have this, you said, Ray?
Yeah, I have that one.
Sell it.
Yeah.
Well, the graphic says there's a 9.8. So I don't know if the graphic and is it a typo in the graphic.
Is there a typo on the notes? Okay.
Or the notes, either way. But sell it, Ray. This is a nothing book that just happened to get featured. Who knows why? If you have this, anybody, now's the time to turn that into a nicer book.
Yeah, and you will always find West Coast Avengers in the dollar bins.
And you'll be able to rebuy this in like 6 months at that $5 price point again.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% agree. All right. Well, I think that, let's see, how do I do this? There we go. That wraps up our top 10 list tonight. Thank you guys for joining me as I fumble with the buttons on StreamYard. First time going live on this thing, trying to figure it all out.
It's all good, brother.
We had a couple people made the list, a bunch of offers, but overall, it was a pretty good showing. I myself have one on this list, but there are quite a few others that I wish I had, especially that Magic the Gathering.
Which one did you have, Chris?
I have this one.
That one. That's right. I forgot you showed that.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the top 10. I'm filling in for Laura, and yeah, this is fun. All right, so Gabe, why don't you give us your last words?
All right, everybody. Thanks again for showing up. Chris, thanks for holding it down, man. Did a great job. We'll see you guys next week. You can follow me. I am going to be doing Whatnot starting up pretty soon, so hit me up there at Ninja Comic Books and on Instagram. And you can always catch me here. So thanks again. Good times.
Thank you very much, Gabe. And Ray, where can we find you?
You can find me on both of my Instagram pages. One for my fitness, which is Team Franklin Fitness, as you can see, and then the Asgardian Collector for just me posting, my comic collection. Thanks, Chris, for reaching out, asking me to be on. I was, like I said, I keep on Tuesdays. I got that phone close to me because I'm just waiting for somebody to say, "Hey, can you come on?" Because I enjoy doing this. Work starts back up Friday, but that's not going to deter me from being able to try to help out when I can. If somebody cannot make it, so hey, I don't mind being the 6th man of the year coming in filling in. So hit me up anytime. But other than that, I hope everybody enjoyed the Superman movie and the Fantastic Four movie. I enjoyed them both. So nothing but see great things coming out for future movies headed our way. So thank you for having me.
This is a very good time to be a comic book nerd. Both movies, in my opinion, were fantastic, and I really hope it sets the stage for what's going to come in both the DC and the Marvel universe. I'm very excited. All right. I'm not quite sure how to end this thing, so I'm just going to say thank you for joining us live. If you are on the rewind, why don't you leave a comment down below how you made out. That's the number followed by /11. Tell us how you did. What was your favorite cover of the night? And most importantly,
for the entire crew, this is TiVo saying keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.